Hello everyone. I'm Adam Hill. I'm running for President of the Education Students Council 2013. My platform, as you can see if you've seen any of the posters around campus right now, is founded on engagement. What do I mean when I say engagement? The engagement we have in what we do at campus, whether it be for fun, for professional development, just for the sake of learning and for the sake of teaching. And I think of engagement as something that can be really difficult as well. I think of engagement as hard, and if you read my platform, you'll see me say that, because the job market's real. And all of the commitments that you have to make outside of here, whether it be your family or to your kids or to whatever, it's real. How can I engage campus? How can I engage the faculty? How can I make, like we talk about the rhetoric of the best students experience possible. How can you make that really happen for the students at the faculty? First thing I would do is have a referendum. Like a referendum of what people want to happen on campus, specifically outside of class. We don't have a club system. I was a clubs commissioner at King's University College for the whole year of 2011 to 2012. I was in charge of 22 clubs. I saw the ratification and de-ratification of clubs. I know how they work. I know when there's a niche, and I know how to find those niches. And that's what I want to do with this referendum. That's the first thing that I would do. I am the Executive Director of Students Teaching Students at the Faculty of Education. You may not have heard of us yet. We haven't had any events this year, but we were very active last year. We started out as more of a graduate student focused organization because I myself was a graduate student, but we soon spread it and turned it into something much bigger. It was on my impulse to push to include as many people from the faculty across all disciplines, across all levels of level of schooling, I should say, in the same room on topics that are of interest to all of us. So I had, by the second term of last year, I had everyone from B.Ed to PhD students at 2 of our events in the second half of the year. I want to make that bigger. I want to make that huge here. We can benefit from each other. Like, there are action researchers at the graduate level that have enormous contribution to make to undergraduate students. I'm in a special position as a former grad student who has connections with master's and PhD students, but also now B.Ed students within the faculty. I want to completely gut the Constitution of the ESC. It's an interesting document, and I know it's served its purpose in the past, but it doesn't do a lot of things that most constitutions do, in my experience in student councils. A lot of what's in there shouldn't be in there. For example, I was in SOGS. I was in Society of Graduate Students as a master's student representative last year. I sat on the Bylaws and Constitution Committee and the Policy Committee. I helped write policy, I helped shape policy, I helped reform and recommend and provide recommendations. So I know roughly, I have a pretty good idea of what goes in a constitution, what goes in bylaws, what goes in policy, and I'm going to rip it up into those 3 things, because it needs to be organized in that way to be really effective and really serve the student body and the ESC, to make the ESC effective, to make it efficient. Regardless of who wins this election, I really want you to go out, read our platforms, and vote. I believe in basic democratic principles. I have fought for them every tooth and nail since I've been in student politics, and I started student politics 3 years ago. Make an informed decision, vote. If you read my platform and you like it, please vote for me. I really want to make this a kick-ass year, like I said in my platform. Thank you so much.